Right guys, I want to make a video on this because I tried for ages to try and find out if this could be done, and was repeatedly told no, you can't do it. So I'm just going to run through what I've done to replace the stock satnav in a Honda Civic. This is a 2007 2.2 turbo diesel EX trim level. So everywhere I looked for information on this online, repeatedly told, even by some of the companies that supply the systems like Connect2 and things, that you couldn't remove the sat nav or replace the head unit with an aftermarket unit in this car. But then I did find out through some Civic groups on Facebook that actually you could, but you also had to replace the screen, and that this is the problem part. So I'm just going to run through what I've done, what I've got, and everything that you need to do it. So obviously you need your choice of new head unit. So I'm going for the Pioneer, I think it's the 840 DAB model. I was going to go for a touchscreen kind of setup, but I realised that it cost me a lot more to get a decent branded touchscreen than it would be to get a top of the range non-touchscreen model. So it's a double DIN, just mounted with the side adapters here. So this has the Spotify inbuilt integration, it has DAB, it has Bluetooth, has everything that I need it to have in the car. And I bought it as a kit from Dynamic Sounds on eBay, and they were one of the companies that said that this wasn't actually possible, but it technically isn't without replacing the sat nav screen. So you can't just do a like for like. So the kit comes with obviously the wiring harness that connects to adapter here, hooking up to the standard Civic mount. So there's 4 plugs. So there's the 2 grey ones, the 2 green ones. The bigger of the 2 green ones is the actual plug for the screen up there. And so what I've got left is a couple of things that aren't plugged in now, because obviously we're replacing the standard sat nav. So this one is the Honda antenna cable. I just don't have the it's sitting up here. It's the adapter to connect it to a standard connector, and I've also got my DAB antenna still to go in. This cable here was the back of the big multifunction display knob input wheel thing for the sat nav, so that's not needed. This interfaced the sat nav with the stereo. Again, that's not needed. So those 2 are left unplugged. And the one other cable that's in here is for the hazard lights, which obviously get connected back up to the plug in the back here. So what else? So apart from buying the kit with the audio interfaces, the comes with the panel. You need to swap over your vents and the hazard warning, fit your double DIN unit, the wiring loom. The one other thing that you need is this, which is a standard non-sat nav audio display for the Civic. So the sat nav, so there's one other plug that's not plugged in apart from these ones, and that's at the back of this, which is for the sat nav screen. So the sat nav had the sat nav screen here, and the smaller display for your climate control radio stuff here. This screen only has one connector, which is the same as this, which plugs in the back, and the connector for that is exactly the same as the one that was in the back of the sat nav. And the one other thing you need apart from this, so I bought this for about 15 quid on eBay. It's got a couple of little things out of it, but it actually works. I'll show you in a second. So the sat nav, the panel, the trim panel that sits here, the one everyone complains is difficult to take out, which isn't actually at all. If you get the front ones out and then try and lift it up, not tilt it, but try and lift it straight up at the back, it's difficult, but once you get one out, it's pretty straightforward. So the standard one has a couple of clips. There's one here which you get out, one here, and then these 2. So yeah, you need to buy this trim panel. So no, I haven't been able to source one of these yet, so I'm not really bothered. I'll get everything to be able to put back, because this panel can go in and out on its own. So I need to find just the flat normal version of this. So the satnav screen is a lot deeper than the standard screen. It goes all the way down to the bottom of this triangular piece down to here, and then the screws are same mount in place. This screen here is a lot shallower, and it has then the support lugs for the dash panel that sits there. To get that off, you need to take out the speedo. This just pops off, a couple of clips. The speedo just pulls straight out and there's a plug in the back. That's dead simple, because this screen, the back tabs of it, they're underneath, or the speedo end. You can't really see it, but you see the join between the two pieces there. The speedo overlaps it, so you can't get that screen out without taking the speedo out. There's videos already on YouTube about how you remove all this dash trim in order to get the stereo unit out. So I'm not going to cover that, other than that what I did was take the side panel off of the dash, take the dash panel under the steering wheel off, take the center console out, take the front of the center console out, and then there's a couple of screws on the top, these screws in the new piece, and then the whole thing just pulls out. I would say just try and wiggle it, because if you pull it, it'll just come out quickly. And that's it. So I'll show you it working. We turn on. I've already set the date and the time, so that's just one click for the accessories on. See the head unit's powered on, and if I turn on the ignition, right, stop beeping. So yeah, we're now connected to the just going to turn off my Bluetooth actually, if I can. So we're now connected to the head unit and Bluetooth. Actually, I've already set this up, so you can actually see that I have the temperature. So this is dual zone climate control. You can see if I turn, you can see the climate control works there. If I change the mode for the heater, you can see that works fine. And if I try the passenger side temperature control, you can see that goes up and down as well. The dual light comes on. I can turn the dual off. And also my steering wheel controls all do work from the standard head unit. Oh, sorry, from the new head unit as well. And yeah, you can set to set the clocks. When you first turn it on, it's set to the 1st of January 2008. If you press and hold the mode button, it'll go into clock set, and then you can cycle through and change the clock settings. Press and hold the mode button again to confirm it. So that's it. Like I say, I thought I'd do a quick little video, because I know that I've looked around for this myself and I couldn't find much information, so hopefully this will help someone. I've covered everything that you can really need. You just need to find this trim panel, which I've still got to get a hold of, and a standard audio display non-sat-nav unit, plus obviously your aftermarket dash dash piece, double DIN unit, and the adapter controls, and that's it. It's really pretty straightforward. I've just got to fit my DAB, fit the microphone somewhere for my phone system, fire all that back in there, screw it down, and it's job done. Anyway, hope this helps, and catch you later. Bye.